Right, Alex, how are you doing, mate?
Yeah, good. How are you? Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you too. How's everything going with your fights, your fight prep, that sort of thing? How are we doing?
It's going great. Had a little bit of a longer camp this time. It's got a bit more notice for the fight. Been getting the sparring in. Some really top quality sparring with some top quality lads at a few different gyms that we've not been to before. So It's going great, definitely.
Oh, amazing. So you move around a bit training, is that how it works?
Yeah. I train with Ryan Oliver in Altrincham, and then I do a bit in Lincolnshire as well because that's where I work when I work away. So
great. So Ryan's your trainer. He was your trainer. He's been your trainer from the get-go, or largely, if I remember right.
Yeah, mostly. Yeah.
Quite a long time, and he's who we had in last time.
He is, yeah.
And so, what's things been like working with him?
Amazing, yeah. Like the bond we have is very good. Like we understand each other very well, and he knows like my limits and how to push my training and everything, and I know like what he can do for me and everything. So it's very like healthy relationship with the coaching side of it. So
great.
Yeah, and we have a great laugh, which is always
helps, doesn't it? Always helps. I was speaking to one of the Olympians recently, who came on the podcast, and I asked him, what advice would he give to young athletes? What advice would he give to young athletes now? So something like he could have told his younger self. What would he have said? And basically, his number one thing was, don't take it too seriously. He said, at the end of the day, it's about having fun. Enjoy it, and the best times he ever did the best in his competitive career, and he's won Olympic medals, world champion at one point. He said, just don't take it too seriously, have a bit of a laugh, and don't worry about it. So sounds like you're managing to do that already.
100%. That's definitely true. Like that's the one thing you can't teach, especially in boxing, just relaxing and sort of enjoying what you're doing. So a lot of people sort of get a bit stiff and tense about it all, especially as a kid. Like there can be a lot of pressure on you competing and whatever, but you just got to enjoy it and just take it as it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. So the relationship you have with him is very much just, I guess he has to be a figure of authority because he has to know his stuff and he has to be able to kind of, teach you that stuff. But I guess is an aspect where he's just like a mate of yours as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely.
Perfect. And I saw you two last time. I already got that kind of impression. So I think you're already taking on that kind of advice well. So So tell me about how the last fight went, and tell me how it's inspired you to do things in prep for the next one.
Oh well, the last fight was an incredibly entertaining fight. It was 4 rounds of just absolute chaos. It was some amazing boxing, some heavy shots. The guy Steve Davies, he was a very good opponent. He came in raring to go, but he wanted to take my head off straight away from the first bell, which it's always great. I enjoy that kind of thing. So he came in 2 weight classes above me actually.
Oh really?
Yeah, he didn't manage to make the weight, but we still made the fight happen, and for that reason, I think that's the only reason I couldn't get him out of there, because he had that extra bit of weight. I was hitting him with everything I had, and some of the pictures you might have seen are amazing. Some of the pictures Karen he got of his face all bent up, and
I did see some actually.
It was a very good fight. It was just slogging it out for 4 rounds. Me using my boxing ability, moving about, putting heavy shots in, switch southpaw, which in the picture of him with his face bent up, that switching southpaw, putting that backhand in. So I think I'm just developing every fight using different stuff that I'm learning in sparring, and I think for this next fight I've implemented everything that I struggled with in that fight or didn't quite do to the best of my ability, and I've been working on that in sparring, such as coming out using phases more and going in and out, as I was trying to put a bit too heavy shots in last time, trying to go for the knockout a little bit too much. Right. So I've been trying on just putting that more work rate in, and I think in the next fight it'll definitely show.
Yeah. Okay. So is it about, I guess you go in with a game plan, but I guess there's always an element of having to adapt to how they fight as well.
You always have to adapt, because the opponent you can watch 10 fights that they've had on YouTube or anything, and they might come completely different on the night you fight them. So it's always a bit of a challenge, but that's what you have to do in boxing. You have to adapt and just figure out what you can.
Yeah, that sounds like it. So take the last fight, for example. So you had a game plan, you came into the fight. and you must have had to adapt to how he was going. You said you couldn't just go in straight for the knockout with the heavy punches.
Yeah.
He came sort of full throttle at you. Were you expecting that?
Partly, but partly not. I didn't think he'd come as furious sort of straight away. He was very angry about it. I don't know why. Came in very angry, very hyped up. So I don't know, maybe I should have to face for it. But yeah, it was good. And the game plan for that fight was sort of try box, use the boxing ability, put the heavier shots in. But when he came in heavy, that kind of annoyed me. So I thought, oh well, he's having it now. Yeah. That's why I started putting a few more the bigger shots in. But yeah, in retrospect, I probably should have boxed a little bit better with the phases and everything. So that's what the next fight will entail. Plus the next fight will be my first 6-rounder. So I think the 6-rounders will definitely help me better, as I feel I'm more of a more round fighter, as it takes me a little bit to warm up, and then by the 4th round I've figured them out. I'm ready to capitalise on all the mistakes they're making. So
okay. I think. So yeah, okay, so that's a good question. Tell me about what are the differences in how you prepare for a 4-round versus a 6th round?
Sort of pace.
Okay.
Setting your pace better, making sure you're setting the pace in the fight rather than letting them set the pace. That's sort of what I'm taking from all the advice I'm getting and the coaching and the sparring I've been doing. That you don't want to go in too sort of active straight away, because obviously I've got them extra 2 rounds. You don't want to tire yourself out. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I think, like I say, in the 4-rounders, I sort of take a bit of get going in the 1st round and then I figure them out from there. So I think them extra 2 rounds will do me a bit better.
So the extra 2 rounds, you're saying, are maybe used to figuring out how best to counter them, or how you're going to, go on the offensive. Maybe. I mean, I guess do you know if your opponent's going to be someone who comes out swinging straight away, or are they going to be quite defensive? Because I remember I came to see one of your previous fights. He was quite defensive, I think, to start with, wasn't he?
Yeah, with Josh Cook. Yeah. He's very defensive fighter on the back foot, really good head movements. So I had to sort of walk him down. Mm-hmm. As I think the next opponent, he's called Jake Bray. I think he's more of a sort of give it a go. He'll come at you a bit, and then he can box on the back foot as well. So I think it'll just be see on the night, obviously, how he's reacting to what I'm doing and change it from there.
And is he local? Where's he from?
Yeah, I think he's from. He's definitely from the northwest. I think he's from Halifax, Wales, but I'm not too sure. I've not.
Okay. Into it have you met him previously?
No, I've never met him before. Just obviously seen bits of him on social media.
So how does it work when you're preparing for a fight? Do you and Ryan study the opponent? Do you look at their stuff? Can you look at videos? That kind of stuff?
Yeah, obviously you can look on YouTube, see what's about of them, previous fights, whatever, and you can take what you can from that. But like I say, obviously on the night they could come out completely different. So you sort of prepare for the worst and hope for the best, sort of thing. But the quality of sparring I've had this time, it's definitely going to help. I've been sparring people such as Conor Walker, who's the current British champion.
Oh really?
I've been sparring.
Tell me about
that. Space. I went down to Joe Moore's gym to spar Conor Walker, and for his fight that was coming up, he's just won, defending his British title. He just won that fight, and I was sparring him on the coming to that fight.
Great.
And it was just an amazing experience of being able to get in with someone obviously that caliber and learn from them, especially with him being a very come forward, aggressive fighter. I've not particularly sparred people that come at me in that sort of way and that strategic where he's coming forward, but it's also he's boxing brilliantly, but also just really aggressive with it.
Wow, so was that a shock for you, or were you expecting that?
I was expecting it, obviously, from what I've seen of his fights and whatever, but I wasn't expecting him to be as calculated with it as he was. He could pick you off with shots you didn't even know were coming and that sort of stuff. Yeah, but it was very, very good experience for me to be able to learn from that and to be able to spar at a competitive level with him. So
yeah, absolutely. So okay, so going into this next fight, how are you feeling about it?
Oh, I feel great. Yeah, I'm very looking forward to the 6 rounds. Like I say, I think that'll suit me a lot better, and I'll be able to perform a lot better with showing my skills. So
great. So training's gone good.
Yeah.
Outlook's good. Obviously, you come off the back of winning previous fights, so you're on a bit of a roll. So yeah. Well, I mean, I've been